Early Sunday morning. This is my hostel. Very nice inside. There are no paved streets except the one that comes in here. Into town, I mean. And here's the tour office, so that's the main drag that I came in on. Nice breakfast restaurant, and you see how the insides of places are dramatically different than the outside. This is my mediano breakfast, halfway between the small and really big. This one is poached eggs, comes already poached, and then they break it up for me, which actually looks perfect. It looks more like more than 2 eggs, and there's some cheese, so a lot more bread than I should be eating, or anyone else for that matter, plus butter and get out there, eat that. This is the grocery store in town. And that old man takes all the stuff here this lady wants. He adds it all up by hand. Then when he's done, he makes a receipt. Get most everything you. I'm standing on the edge of a cliff at this first point. I'm not at the edge of the cliff, as you'll see. I don't believe that there's a God, but if there is, I don't want to take the chance of giving him the opportunity to make the point. An interesting geological structure there. What exactly it is, I don't know. It's interesting seeing that geological feature coming towards us. Obviously the land's been tipped up to some angle here. I still find that round configuration unique unless it's just a laccolith that pushed up.
3 veces por semana, pero ahora 1 o 2.
El tiempo tranquilo.
En mayo.
En
mayo empieza a bajar, pero considerablemente. Pero ahora hay gente. Sí. ¿Y usted dónde aprendió?
I wonder why that has those angled from the upper left to the lower right. Swaths or lines across that map. That's a road leads to Bolivia, and interesting enough, to the right or to the left is Peru, and to straight ahead is Bolivia, and to the right straight ahead is Argentina. So it's like a quadruple border. This is a male volcano. It has that application because when the sun shines behind it at a certain time of year, it shines on another volcano behind me, which is considered female. La 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 la. Another male one on the left, and I think the one to the right, though, is Lasca, one of the largest. It's still active, and we'll get closer to that, I think, tomorrow. And of course, that is the Andes.
Bueno, atrás de ese cerro está el Pucará de Quito. Dice que los asesinaron, les cortaron la cabeza y colgaron esas cabezas en este valle. Y es por eso que se llama el Valle de la Muerte. Hay otras leyendas un poco más nuevas, que evidentemente no son verdaderas, porque bueno, este lugar era muy bien conocido por la cultura licarantal. Entonces, es verdad que los asesinaron, es verdad que les cortaron la cabeza, pero ningún arqueólogo, ninguna persona jamás ha encontrado un cráneo o una cabeza en este valle, así que puede que esta parte sea un poco la leyenda, pero es por eso que se llama el Valle de la Muerte. Como ven, también es parte de la cordillera de la Sal. Acá se ve claramente los pliegues, ¿no? Que es justamente por presión de la cordillera de los Andes. Y estas capas de materiales que ven al frente de ustedes es más que nada ceniza volcánica y piedras, rocas sedimentarias. Las rocas sedimentarias llegan a un lugar por erosión, en este caso de la cordillera de los Andes y de la cordillera de los Andes. Todo se acumula en la depresión media. Chile es un país de valle central.
Just for perspective.
Pedro. Bueno, esos perros cuando van a otros barrios, por así decirlo, Los perros de esos barrios los atacan a estos. Hay como
So here we are walking down the dunes, which is kind of fun. It's real small grains, powdery, and it feels almost like powder skiing. And all this sand dune, this is the only plant that I see sticking up. This thin layering, I think, is volcanic ash. This is similar to the stuff you see in caves, only by analogy.
Bueno, podemos hablar en español entonces.
Over time, there's enough water to actually cause the salt to coalesce into large chunks of pure salt, which is what you're seeing right there. And when you're standing here, you can hear cracking sounds, and that's that caused by that differential in temperature between the hotter day and the cooler afternoon, and then the cooler night. Presumably late at night, if you were camped here, you'd really hear it popping.
Se ve lo mismo en realidad, pero si tienen curiosidad de subir, pueden hacerlo. Y después, por favor, bajamos por el mismo lugar. No tomen el sendero que hay del otro lado. And immediately to the right, you're going to see nice pieces of salt, and you can see this.
We're in kind of a tunnel now that was formed
No, para allá no.
by an underground river that was so concentrated that
No vamos a tomar ese
it
sendero,
brought all
vamos a
this
volver
salt
por aquí.
together and crystallized chunks of it. So you're looking at
Okay,
this is called the Salt Canyon. Cañón de Salta.
está mezclada también obviamente con otros materiales.
So all of this is pure
Bueno,
salt.
si se fijan, todo lo que se ha erosionado con las estalagmitas. Estalagmitas. Hacia allá también puede...
We're now at the viewpoint for the sunset. And I'll just pan this. It'd be kind of interesting just to compare the two. There are clouds in the sky, which could make for a very dramatic and beautiful one. That's the Andes, of course, and that's where the action will be. On the off chance that the clouds behind me obscure the sun too much, I'll go ahead and scan this again. This is one of the to-do things in Atacama. Those are all human beings sitting down, getting ready for the sunset. Just to show what's behind me, it doesn't have much interest unless it gets some real color. Then it's got the white on the left side is the steam coming out of the fumarole. The salt lake here is the largest in the world. Second is Bonneville Salt Flats, and I forget what the third one is.